Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back. How do you feel today? I hope everything is going to be fine and you feel right at home. Remember, you can take a coffee or Cheetos or something like that. Okay, let's go to start our session today. That is really easy. We are going to continue within Unit 11, but this time we are going to focus in the second part. We are going to check this for this session is 4th and 5th and 6th of May. And the objective of this session is students will practice their receptive skills. They will foster their reading skill by using some reading comprehension. So today we are going to practice listening and reading, okay? Don't worry, the class will be easier than the other sessions, but you need to check and continue practicing at home, okay? And very important, guys, we are going to work with your student book page 110, 114. Yes, here we go. Okay, tell me guys, what did we check last session? What did we check? Do you remember? Excellent. Conditional type 1. And tell me guys, when do we use it or how's it used for? Yes, exactly. It's used to express a possibility in the present and or in the future. Do you remember the grammar? Let me see. We can start with if, subject, verb in present, subject, will, and verb in infinitive. But if it's not necessary, you can start with if or you can start with will. Ojo, but you cannot put together will and if. You have to follow the grammar, okay? If you start with will, you have to continue with will, verb in infinitive, and then if, subject, and verb in present. But if you want to start with if, it's okay. But remember, you have to have follow the grammar rule. Okay, this grammar, yes, I know it's a long grammar that you have to remember. I don't want that you memorize. I love that you learn, I understand. Just I want that you understand if you start with if, you have to be very careful not to mix if with will. Okay, let's go into practice. Yes, I'm going to show you an exercise, this one, and with the possible answers. Now, you have to pause the video and try to answer this exercise, okay? Come on, guys, do it. Now, I hope you have done exactly what I told you to do, that is pause the video, and we need to check your answers. Yes, let's go to see. If she goes to the birthday party, it's because we start with if. She will take a present. Because you start with if, the other side you need to start with will. Now, number 2, I will call the doctor if my stomach still hurts tomorrow. So, because you don't start with if, you have to start with will. Yes? 3, she will do the exercise again if she makes a lot of mistakes. You start with will, you have to continue the grammar about if. That is because it makes, is because it's third person, you have to use makes. 4, if they practice a lot, they will win the game. Again, you have if, you have to continue with will. 5, I will take my umbrella if it rains. Exactly, rains is because we are talking about it. 6, she will marry him if he asks her. We start with will, and you have to continue with the grammar about if. Yes? If we go out tonight, we locked the door. Yes? We start with if, we continue with will. I will make a sandwich if I am hungry. We start with will, we have to continue with the verb in infinitive. That is now for I is am. Okay, guys? Now, I hope you have done it correct, but if you don't worry. If you didn't, don't worry, because we can practice later on, and we will practice next week. Believe me, we will do it. Now, we checked your answers. Don't forget that you have to practice at home. And finally, let's continue with student book, page 100, 12, 13, and 14. Don't forget your homework, page 16, 56, 57, and 58. Hi guys, let's continue with this topic that is called Why We Buy from page 110. Yes, why we buy is not because we really need it. Most of the times it's because we want it or we check some advertisement before. For example, I love handbags. So if I check some handbags, I tell myself, okay, Nancy, probably you will need this. But I don't need them. This is because of advertisement. Let's see. Paco Underhill is an expert on shopping habits. He's the author of the book Why We Buy. Over the past 20 years, he has spent thousands of hours watching people shop. He talks about simple things that stores can do to increase their sales. Let me give you a tip. Have you ever gone to Costco? Okay, so if you have at the end of the store, walking through the halls, you can see a roast chicken. This chicken is really cheap. Let me tell you, for Costco, it's more expensive to produce it than the last price. But they do it because they want that you walk Costco to start browsing and checking and buying, and at the end they have that chicken. My recommendation for the next time that you want to buy that chicken, because only costs 100 pesos, is just focus on that chicken and don't see anything else. Okay, now I'm going to play this audio. I'm going to ask you to pay attention. This is really important, and try to listen this twice. You're going to pause it and you're going to play it one more time in order to listen it twice to answer these two exercises. Okay, guys, are you ready? Okay, here it goes.
Unit 11, Track 2-38.
How can stores get people to spend more money? According to researcher Paco Underhill, author of the book Why We Buy, there are some simple things stores can do to increase their sales. He suggests you should never open a store near a bank. Why is this? People usually start walking fast when they see a bank. Bank windows are boring, and there's usually nothing to look at. This means by the time pedestrians reach the store, they'll be moving too fast for window shopping, and would most likely not enter the store. He also says a store should never place new items for sale too close to the front door. Underhill calls this the transition zone. Customers tend to ignore items displayed directly inside the entrance. When customers enter a store, they need time to get used to the new environment. They don't really think about making purchases and so don't see anything often walking through the entrance. A store should place new products to the right side of the store rather than the left. Shoppers almost always walk to the right and look toward the right when they enter a store. So any new or important products should be to the right of the entrance, but away from the transition zone. According to Underhill, another way to encourage spending is to put baskets in the back of the store. According to Underhill's research, if people pick up baskets when their hands are full, they will buy more things. That's why it's more effective to place baskets farther back, where shoppers will only see them after they have picked up most of what they need. This way, shoppers will need to walk past many other products and might buy something extra. People don't like shopping alone. They usually shop with either friends, spouses, or other relatives. These shopping partners usually need a place to sit and rest. If these partners have a place to sit, they will most likely not complain and allow their partners to shop for a longer period of time. Underhill suggests putting chairs in the store. This will help to increase the sales of the store.
Okay, guys, let's going to check your answers. Interesting, right? Really interesting. Yes. Now everything has sense. When we walk to the malls and watch and browse all these things, and we say, oh, I want it, but I don't need them. Now let's going to start checking the first exercise. It says, so hold on because this is really slow. It says, don't open store near a bank or restaurant. What do you think? Yes, according to the answer, a bank. Yes. A store should never place new items for sale near the entrance or cash register. Entrance, okay. 3, a store should place new products to the left or right. That's really easy, guys. Yes, that I was thinking about in Liverpool when you always look to the right all the time. Now, stores should put baskets or items on sale in the back of the store. Baskets or items on sale, that's really easy. Baskets, okay? And if you put chairs or new electronics in the store, people will be able to shop longer. Of course, chairs because they need to take a break and rest. That usually happens for men. Because for women it's really weird, okay? So men need to take a break while women are shopping, okay? Yes. Now let's continue checking the next exercise. It says we are going to complete it. Okay, so 1, bank windows are, so people start walking fast when they see a bank. Boring. If you place items near the front door, people will tend to what? Ignore them. Shoppers tend to walk and the right when they enter store. Come on, walk. I'm sorry, it got stuck. Look, okay. If people pick up baskets when their hands are full, they will buy more things. Exactly, that usually happens to me. That's why I don't like baskets. Shopping corners usually need a place to what? To sit and rest. Yes, you will see that with your dad or with your boyfriend or with your brothers. That usually happens with brothers. Okay, now let's continue with the next exercise. I want that you it says if pronunciation, pausing in if clauses. It's something that you really need to know, okay? I want that you pay attention about this. This is important. When you start with if, you need to place a comma, okay? You need to place a comma. But if you don't start with if, just right here that you start with will, it's not necessary, girls and boys. It's not necessary, okay? Only if you start with if. This is really important, okay? It says, listen to the sentences and which ones have a pause in the middle, write P. If you listen there is no pause, just write NP, okay? Let's go into listen and complete it, okay? Are you ready?
Unit 11, Track 2-40. 1,
If you call in the next 5 minutes, you'll receive a free gift.
2,
You'll never have bad breath again if you use this product.
3,
If you don't act fast, this offer will disappear.
4,
You won't see all these ads if you change your computer settings.
5,
You'll get a discount if you use this coupon.
6,
If we give out free samples of our product, people will probably buy more.
Okay, guys, ready? Let's going to check your first answer. Let me write it here with this highlighter, probably will be. So did you hear P or NP? Yes, excellent. Pause. You hear the pause. Number 2? Yes, no pause. Excellent. Number 3? Sorry. Number 3 was a pause. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Number 4? Yes, no pause. I'm sorry, but I wanted to do with you. Number 5? Exactly, no pause too. And finally, yes, we listened a pause. Questions, guys? So when you have a pause, it's because you need a comma. That usually happens when you start with if. But if you start with will, you won't need a comma. The comma is very important. Now, and I want to give you a tip. Do you know that a small bit of toothpaste on a toothbrush is called a, yes, noodle. Let me give you here the answer. Noodle. Now let's continue with next page, guys. Page 112 is your time. It's your turn to check cost marketing. Okay? Let me check with you. Reading. Look at the title, cost marketing, and refers to the partnership between. Now, to business, to charity, so business and charity. And letter B, you have to try to answer A, B while you are doing this exercise, okay? You are going to listen. I'm going to play it. You can, if you need to play it 1, twice, 3 times, fine for me. Just pause the video and listen again, okay? So, let's going to check, and here we go.
Unit 11, Track 2-41. Cause marketing. You've probably heard of marketing, but have you ever heard of cause marketing? This usually refers to a partnership between a business and a charity. Instead of simply trying to sell more products and make more money, cause marketing also aims to do some good. Here are examples of some recent cause marketing campaigns. Eat Apply. Eat Apply is a hunger project with a simple concept. If you eat a meal, a needy person will eat for free. Restaurants who are part of the Eat Apply project have certain dishes or special meals they want to promote. If you order one of these dishes, the restaurant will donate a meal to someone in need. Often, this person might be homeless, probably living in the same city. This means that the customer doesn't really need to do anything special or pay any more money. Just by ordering a certain dish, you can help out someone in need. Don't buy this. How often have you heard a company tell you not to buy its products? Yet that's exactly what a U.S. company did in 2013. Patagonia, a maker of outdoor clothing, launched an advertising campaign telling people not to buy their products. Instead, the company promised certain things. If you bring your torn or ripped clothing to them, they'll repair it. If you give them your old clothes, they'll find a way to pass them on to other people or to recycle them. The message is simple. We are all consuming too much and need to find ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Pay it forward. The phrase pay it forward refers to the act of repaying a good deed to a new person. Many companies have picked up on this idea and launched pay it forward campaigns. For example, if you go to buy a coffee, you might choose to pay for 2 coffees. If a needy person then comes into the coffee shop, they'll get a free coffee. The people who buy the first coffee usually never meet the recipients, but still feel they've done a good deed. Many companies believe that customers respond better to cause marketing campaigns. It gives people the chance to do some good while shopping or eating, but it also creates good publicity and goodwill for the companies who participate.
Okay, guys, let's check your answers, okay? Okay, guys, let's check your answers. It says, look at the title, because marketing refers to the partnership between A, to business, B, to charity, so business and charity. Yes, excellent. Letter C. Now, according to the audio and the reading and listening that you checked before, match the campaigns to the descriptions. Reply is A, B, or C, guys. Come on. That is really, really easy. Yes, C. Don't buy this. Reverse marketing in action, or do a good deed for a total stranger. No, letter A. Yes, and pay it forward is do a good deed for a total stranger. For example, when you, as the reading says, you buy two coffees, but you take one, and the other coffee is for a person or for a homeless that asks for or don't have money for buying another product. Okay, that is pay it forward. Okay, now let's continue with page. Let me check 114. Something that I want that you check that is really, really important. I want that you check before to continue this part. Many companies believe that customers respond better to cost marketing campaigns. It gives people the chance to do some good while shopping or eating, but it also creates good publicity and goodwill for companies that participate. You have this company like a Walmart. I don't know if Starbucks has, but McDonald's has it, and other companies about food have it because they want to give food or extra products to those people that are in need, and that's really popular among customers because we feel that we are doing something for people that are in need. Now let's continue with the last part of today that is really easy. According to the reading that you checked before, answer the questions cross marketing. It says, number 1, the main aim of cross marketing is, which do you think is the main aim? Help a cause, promote a charity, or recycle products? Yes, help a cause. 2, in the it applies scheme. If you want to help a needy person, you need to pay extra money, order a special dish or meal, or sign up for a project. B, order a special dish or meal. 3, the Patagonia Clothing Company's campaign implies their products are made from recycled material, last longer and can be repaired, and are expensive because they are environmental friendly. Yes, guys, this lasts longer and can be repaired. That is something that is really important for customers right now because we are in this consumism area and period that we want to consume. But now we have to protect the environment. It's something that is important is that lasts longer and can be repaired. 4, in the Pay It Forward campaign, who pays for the free coffee? Customer, the coffee shop, or the charity? Yes, a customer. And 5, what does goodwill mean? In line 33, it refers to a positive attitude, a good business environment, or good profits. Yes, a positive attitude. That's the answer. Now, continue with the next exercise. I want that you pay attention to this one. This is the last one. Complete the summary notes. Use words from reading. Multiply, Patagonia, and pay it. Okay, so number 1, I'm going to open this because it's going to be easier for us, or easier for me to write and read it. Meal, free meal for a person that's really easy when a customer buys a certain dish or meal in need. Patagonia, an outdoor what? Clothing company that encourages its customer, encourages that they motivate you to reduce what? Reuse and recycle. The three are reuse, reduce, and recycle. And pay it forward. Muy bien. Customers can pay for an extra coffee or meal when they buy their own. The company donates this to a needy person. It encourages people to do a good deed. Excellent, guys. I hope to see you soon and see you next session. Guys, don't forget practice and do your workbook. Okay? Have a nice night, day. See you. Bye.